Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a topic that I'm going to be talking about, which is getting a job in Ireland as a radiographer. A couple of you have asked me questions about how the process is, the core route. Do you have to write IELTS, or is it IELTS, whatever it is? I didn't need to do it. So luckily for me, I have a radiographer here today that I'm going to be having a chat with over Skype, because the weather is too cold and I'm not about to go outside to freeze looking for anyone to talk to. So I'm just going to be sitting down here in the comfort of my little home, having a chat with this radiographer whom I used to work with some years back in Nigeria, and he contacted me through Facebook, and so I decided to ask him to please come and share his own story about how he was able to get a job in Ireland as a radiographer all the way from Nigeria. So stay tuned and enjoy the vlog of today, because it is going to be very interesting. So Ebuka, please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Ebuka Anyaso Samuel. I'm a radiographer by profession, a sonographer by specialization, and a vascular sonographer by sub-specialization.
Oh my goodness.
Coming to Ireland and getting a job from Nigeria to Ireland as a radiographer, there are some basic processes you have to take, despite it takes time, but at the end of the day, you still get it. So in Ireland, there is a regulatory body, unlike what we have in UK, E.T.C, here we have KORU. So KORU regulates a lot of professions. So you have to follow the guideline. You can go online, check KORU, and see the requirements. The requirements, you download the form, you fill in the form, all the details, your course form, undergraduate project and everything. You send the form to your school, your school stamp on it, and you send the form back to KORU. It depends. At times it takes like 4 months, at times it takes like 6 months for them to go through all the form, all the documents you have submitted, and get back to you. But you just have to expect that at one point or the other, you keep on getting queries on your course, based on practice, how long have you practiced, and clinical experience. You keep on getting those queries, but you just have to be strong. You reply the queries, you send via DHL. Okay, let me just use my own personal experience. I started KORU process in March 2017 precisely.
What?
So it took me more than a year and 6 months to get my KORU licensing. So I was getting back and front query, back and front query. I keep on submitting, keep on trying to explain. And you don't actually need IELTS or OET for the qualification or for the certification, whatever it is. The only thing you need is proof of English proficiency, that you are being taught with English in school. But a lot of scrutinies are involved, because everything you do, be it undergraduates, postgraduates, they have to scrutinize and make sure that it's up to standard, is obtainable, and is what they really need. So by January 2019, I got my KORU license.
Okay.
I started applying online, applied to a lot of hospitals. I keep getting interviews. It's possible you get interviews, because over here there is shortage of radiographers. Someone like me, I get a lot of interviews, most of them mostly Skype. So, but I keep on applying, keep on doing the interviews. But
what kind of questions were they asking?
They ask it's all about leadership, management, things that might not even relate to
Radiography.
Yeah.
Wow.
They might actually ask you maybe critical question, critical thinking, you know. They might actually ask you, a patient came in and the patient is shouting, patient is cranky, you have not even done the investigation, you have not even explained yourself, just maybe the patient doesn't like your face, what will you do? And or maybe you are attending to a patient because of patient right, patient law and everything.
Yeah.
Patient started shouting, "Oh, why are you touching me this way? Why are you doing this? What are you going to do?"
Yeah.
So but all this thing boils down to leadership. You definitely have to call your radiography service manager. You just have to call your manager. So, and they will just ask you maybe few radiography questions. Out of 10 questions, you might just get just 2 radiography questions. The rest are all about planning, organization, things that you don't even imagine. Okay? So, but my second to the last interview was a success. So I got the offer and they started the processes. But when they started the processes, I found out that I was given a general work permit, not a critical skill work permit, which means I'm not going to stay in the country for long. So, but work permit doesn't mean that once you get the work permit, that you're already coming. You still have to apply for visa in Nigeria. So I applied for visa. I got a work permit of 6 months. On the process of applying for visa in Nigeria, I spent two months out of 6 months. So, but at the end of the day, I came in and I utilized the 4 months. And luckily for me, they still renewed the contracts.
So your company gave you a work permit from Nigeria?
Yes.
So after you had gone through with the interview?
Yeah, after I've gone through the interview.
Did you go through a series of interview? What made this one that you got the job? Did you feel like, okay, this time I did it well? Did you feel like...
No, this was... I did actually prepare more for this particular one because it's actually more of a senior role and a sub-specialized skill. So I was not actually expecting to get it.
To get the job.
But just because, when I call it, I was able to equip myself in some skills. Like having basic knowledge of vascular sonography. I was picked.
Okay.
But I was not actually expecting because some of the interviews I did, the ones that I wanted, there are some that comes with a relocation package. They will tell you this one has relocation package of 3,000 euros. So I have all my mind fixed in those ones. But when these come, I just have to give it a trial.
But were you particular about vascular sonography, or it was just...
Yeah, it's particularly about vascular sonography because...
No, I'm saying were you particular that you wanted vascular sonography, or was it just, let me just travel first of all, then I can decide what I want to specialize in?
Yes. I just feel like, let me travel.
But you had done sonography in Nigeria though?
Yeah, I did a postgraduate sonography in Nigeria and a postgraduate certificate cardiovascular in Nigeria. So
okay, that was what gave you the edge. I see.
So that was the edge
that you had. Okay, so back to your gist.
Okay, so and I'm coming to Ireland. I found out that accommodation is actually a problem. Accommodation, and for you to get a decent accommodation, you can spend up to 1,000 euro just to get a room, parlor, toilet, kitchen, and I just have to share an apartment just to make sure I fit in and also pay a lot. At times they tell you that, you are earning this amount, but by the end of the day, when you pay taxes, pay house rent, you find out that you are left with little or nothing. So, but you just have to do it. You just have to enjoy it because from where we are coming from, despite we don't pay taxes that much, we don't We don't pay accommodation monthly. We don't pay for house rent on monthly basis. We pay yearly. You find out that it's still much better. At least the practice is actually different. You know, patient rights, whatever you're doing, you have to do it right. You have to do it well. You know, you just have to know what you're doing. You have your rights. You have to explain everything to the patient. Patient needs to know what you're doing or the investigation you are carrying out for her. It's the patient's rights.
Touch them.
So, yeah, but, you know,
do you feel that? Do you feel that because you're still very fresh? I mean, like April is not too far away. Do you think there's a great disparity between the practice that you had back home versus here?
Yeah, great disparity because I believe from the little time I've stayed, there are some cases when you see them in Nigeria, you just write the patients off.
Yeah.
But here, there is nothing like writing a patient off.
Yeah.
There's nothing like writing a patient off. There must always be a solution. And I can give a scenario. Okay, a patient walked in and met the vascular surgeon that I work with. And the vascular surgeon checked the patient pulses. There was no pulse. Patient was a chronic smoker, about 60 years of age. Patient came in for vascular assessment. We found out that the ABIs are low. He had no pulses at all. We went ahead and do a scan, and we found out that the aorta is blocked, completely blocked, from the mid aorta to the level of the thigh. Okay, let me just use the basic language everybody will understand. To the level of the femur or the thigh, thigh vessel, which is the femoral artery. So, but when we have something like this in Nigeria, you know, you start thinking of, and when are they going to amputate his leg? When are they going to do this?
Because there's no blood flow to the leg, so you just give up and say the leg is dead. Let's just amputate.
The legs are dead.
Amputate it. Let's just move on.
Amputate it, cut his leg, you know. So, but you can imagine, and patient had something they call axillofemoral bypass. They did a bypass from the axilla, pick blood vessel from the axilla,
bypass the aorta,
and bypass the aorta, take it down and supply the legs back.
My God.
So, you know, it's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Very interesting.
I know
so
the feeling.
You see a lot of maneuver. The practice is totally different.
I know.
It's just like, how will I put it? A and Z. The practice is just like this. So you see a lot of things that they have solution, they have remedy. Unlike, okay, for example, in Nigeria, if they do carotid endarterectomy, people will be shouting, "Oh, oh, oh!" Yeah, it's just like a normal thing. Patient coming with 80% blockage, 90% blockage. The less the patient goes home, and come back in 6 weeks, patient is clear. So the practice is just there, but everything about it is that it's interesting. And those one practicing general radiography, still the same thing. You know, in Nigeria, people complain, we have a lot of patients, My dear, when you come here,
you will walk.
If, for example,
your body will spill it. Aww.
And you're shouting, you do 40, 50. If you are doing maybe 7 ultrasound in Nigeria, you come here, you do it 30, and you have to do it accurately in time. Some city centers, okay, like my center, they do more than 50 to 60 cities on daily basis.
And your body will feel it when you get home. You will know. You will know that I worked.
You really worked.
You know, like, I didn't used to have all the back pain and shoulder pain and all. But like after my first job, hey, when my first job here, I'm like, no wonder these people go on holidays. I understand it now. I understand
you just have to go on holidays.
The love of holidays here when you were, for you to catch up. But anyways, I think we're digressing. So Koru interviews, yeah,
if just go online, get the code form, fill the code form. I think now it doesn't take much time. Maybe if you fill the form properly, accurately, the queries might not be much.
Yeah, they kept on sending me back my own documents because I didn't understand what I was filling out.
The next 6 months, I think 6 months, 7 months, you get your recognition letter, proceed with your registration,
start applying for interviews.
Once you get the registration number, you can start applying for jobs. And my advice is that it's better you do Skype interview than fly from Nigeria and come to Ireland for a physical interview. 90% of the time, you might not be successful with the interview. And your visa stay, they might actually just give you 1 week or 4 days. I have to go back.
Once you're done.
So the cost of transportation and everything, is something else. So try as much as possible. Apply a lot of interviews accept Skype. Big private, big government, a lot of them accept Skype. Do the Skype interview, prepare yourself, have idea about everything, equip yourself. In fact, I came to understand that it must not always be radiography. You have to have something extra.
Yeah. You
have to have something extra. You have to prove to them that you have something special, extra. Because before they start advertising any job online, they have to make sure that there's nobody in Ireland, there's nobody in Europe that can actually take up this job. So you coming all the way from Africa, mostly Nigeria, you must have something extra to offer. Be it character, attitude to work, way to talk to people, and the rest of them.
I'm sure your style of talking to patients has changed.
Yeah. Apart from patient, the way you relate with people, the way you relate with your colleagues,
teamwork,
speaking lots during work, out of work, all these things are part of the interview, part of the actually a lot of things that you don't even think of, questions that you are not even expecting. So if you are successful enough, you get the job and they start the process. The processes at times depend on the hospital. Private is faster, but government, E.T.C takes a little time, But at the end of the day, when you get your work permit,
the world is yours too.
Yeah, you now apply for your visa. And for me, my visa took 5 weeks, 4 days from the day I applied.
Okay.
So they normally tell you that it will take 4 to 6 weeks. So you just relax. Another thing, you just have to make sure you have a lot of money. Because when you come in, there are a lot of things you need to do with money. You have to go take your your work permit to the grad, that's the police, to get your resident permit, GNIP card. You're paying 300 euros. Accommodation is something else, like I keep saying, because.
But you're in Galway. What's your cost of living like there?
In Galway, the cost of living in Galway is expensive.
It's still expensive.
The housing here, because Galway is a student city.
Okay.
We have 3 universities in Galway, so the accommodation is very, very competitive. So a room sharing, the lease goes for like €450, and it's a general toilet, So, and if you are thinking to get a decent apartment, you are thinking of 1,200.
Okay, at least
1,200, 1,300 upward if you are thinking to get a decent apartment. But my advice is that you just try and have enough money. Maybe you have up to 3,000, 2,500,
to get you running, hit the ground and running.
Yes. so that you can keep the ground running. Because at times, they might not pay you when you come in. You have to do the necessary documentation, especially medicals. Medical might take like 2 weeks. And during medicals, when your medicals are running, you're not going to work. You're not going to come near the clinical area. It's just like you're not working.
Okay.
Until the end of the day, when they medically certify you that you're fit to work, you're fit to attend to patient, that is when they start counting for you. And another thing again is that the first month salary is always a shocker.
Emergency tax?
Yeah, emergency tax. So you might at times when they tax you, the emergency tax, and you get what you get. For me, it was not even enough for me to pay my rent the second month. Thank God I have some money. Thank God I have some money. So that's why it still boils down that
you need something
to have some spare cash, you know.
Okay.
So, but the practicing is fantastic, you know. You will really love it. The people are nice. The people are good. One thing I learned immediately I came in is that anything you don't know, ask question. Don't claim to know it all. Don't say I can do this, I can do this. Keep asking questions. Be the mumu in our language. Then, you know, keep asking questions. You know, you'll get there. You enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's just it.
Thank you so much, Ebuka. This was so good. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this conversation with you. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have learned something new, because you have like 1 million questions out there that you've asked me about. Like every day, like somebody's asking me about radiography and coming here, because of course I put up my video there saying I'm a radiographer. So I hope you guys have learned something today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video. You can leave some questions down there. Ebuka will probably come down there and help you guys with the answers if he has any, because he's more fresh than I am in this business right now. I'm more like an old cargo when it comes to practicing radiography in Ireland from Nigeria. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to this channel and I'll see you next time. Bye.